What's up, everybody? Welcome back to One Last Try. We are here again, continuing our series, our Taskmaster series. And I'm Cook, again, here with Bino and Griebs. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm super. I'm awesome. I'm happy.
Thank you.
How are you, Cook?
I'm excellent. Bino, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you, Griebs?
It's so good, Cook. Bino, how are you doing, Bino?
Awesome, Cook. What's shaking?
What's shaking is we got our second task that I'm hosting, and it is a Mario Kart based task that I had a lot of fun with.
The first task, what happened so far? Catch us up.
Okay. First task. What happened was we did Overcooked 2. That video will be available on YouTube as well. Griebs took that one away, so he is up on Bino 1-0 in my tasks so far. I can see why you wanted me to go over that, because it's just rubbing salt in the wound. It seemed very close. It was a very interesting result, and I encourage everyone to watch.
It seemed that way, but no, it wasn't really.
Yeah, leave a comment below who you think should have won that one. Did Bino get ripped off by the judges on the score sheet of that one?
Yes, please do that. But yeah, tonight we've got another task, number 2 in my series.
This one I'm excited for the record.
This one was a fun one. It was the first one I think we've done where we've recorded the Switch for both of you. So I think that was something different to adjust to. I think we had some technical problems with Bino's video, so we'll only have audio mainly from Grieb's side, but that's okay because Bino would just be telling a lot of bad jokes and nobody wants to hear that, so we can deal with it. All right, let's get going here. I'll start the video up.
Jump on in.
And
for this task, we'll be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch. In a single-player time trial, race each track in the Crossing Cup. On every even lap, 2, 4, etc., you need to flip the controller around and finish the lap with the controller backwards. So
that's a sweet shirt,
like
by
this?
the way.
Yes.
So
correct.
Thank you.
Correct.
Okay.
Like that. Yep.
I did the exact same
I can't do
thing.
any other modifications. I can't take these out and...
Nope.
Once you finish the lap, then flip it back around with the controller in the proper position for the odd laps. You may choose any character in any kart you want. Fastest time for the cup wins. Do I have a moment to strategize?
Yeah, you can think about it if you want.
Can I go like this upside down? Does that help me, you think? Can I go out like this?
I doubt it would help you, but you can try that if you want.
Well, I feel that would be less of a stretch. Yeah, if I can do that, I think it'd be a lot easier.
Okay.
Because like this...
Technically, it was just supposed to be like that. That's how it's supposed to be.
But you have no rules against this.
I guess I technically don't.
Flip the controller around and play with the controller backwards. This is backwards.
That's upside down now.
Okay.
Technically,
Backwards, though.
not backwards.
Okay. Upside down and backwards. I think I can do this.
So that was Grieb's strategy. Bino didn't do that. I felt like I had to let that go because I thought it was a creative way to think about things and try it. But
think outside the bun.
Yep, thinking outside the bun.
I sense that I'm going to get screwed on this.
All right, so here we go. Let's just play through. There's 4 races in the cup, so we've got 4 different races to go through here. Here we go.
Oh, but I've got an ace up my sleeve, Griebs.
Oh, how many laps do you like the
Blitzkrieg?
Baby Park 7, bottom left you can see.
Did you forget to accelerate there, Bino?
Yep. Forgot what button it was.
Oh, yeah, this is already the first lap.
This isn't Forza 5.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I got this, no problem. How did you beat the lap before me? No problem.
I don't think you
Did I
did.
do that badly?
Turns I gotta worry about how to do.
Which one are you looking at?
He finished up lap 1 before I did. Okay, it's okay.
I don't think you did.
Switch it back. Oh. It's a transition.
Killing him now.
Still. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So I think what happened here, Bino's controller has like motion control set up.
I'm using the Pro controller.
So flipping it upside down really messed him up.
Oh,
like
break a leg.
Rude me, Griebs.
Oh, how about that boost? That's the ace up your sleeve?
You'll see.
Okay, so this is what, 5? Yep. We got one more of those crazies to go. Eating the wall a lot. That's okay.
He's really struggling with this.
I like how we just said I'm eating the wall a lot, whereas Bino is literally eating the wall the whole time.
It's perfect.
That's so far. There you go. That was a perfect transition. Except for the wall, but that's okay. I never really did
Griebs is driving like he's not changing his controller position at all.
I know. He verified. I cut it out of the video, like on the drop. But it was legit. He was showing me. And this is all mirrored, so obviously everything's in reverse, but...
Don't hate the game, hate the player.
It was not mirrored for Bino's playthrough, and that's not why he's struggling, but... Just in case anyone's thinking there's something fishy going on here.
Oh, just to clarify, what was it was the overall fastest time in the cup, right? That was...
Yep. He starts to get the hang of it. I don't know what was happening here, you know? I think whenever he had to flip it around, it messed him up because it was actually
motion controls would make me do a 90-degree turn on the road every time I would turn my controller over.
Did that not change the whole thing? Like, did you figure that out and stop it, or?
What I wound up doing was I just used the motion controls to steer my vehicle.
Oh, that's good.
You'll see me just kind of leaning the controller there, see?
There you go. That was race 1. So, Griebs, your method looked pretty good.
Looking pretty strong here.
Figured something out afterwards, though.
Uh-oh.
All right, so let's continue.
Forgot about that. I like that we both had something Zelda in our selections.
So, in this time trial, is there no power-ups at all? Except for the ones you get started with?
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know. I feel like Bino's a much better Mario Kart driver if we're just going head-to-head normally. Is it just a one-time triple boost, or you get 3 little boom-boom-booms?
I think you get 3 boom-boom-booms, but I don't know if it resets after every lap, or
what about even so far?
Per race.
Oh, no, now I'm starting to remember wiggling the left stick now to get... Oh, that was not what I wanted to do.
Uh-oh.
I'm obviously very rough at this game. That's advantageous.
Okay.
Oh, less advantageous. Yeah, there's a little wiggling.
I
really appreciate the head cook.
How much have you both played Mario Kart?
I should take that shortcut.
This
the whole thing of this version. There we go. I got the orange boost finally. I played it when it came out this time.
I've gold trophied all of the
big jump here.
Beginning couple of levels.
Flipped, yep.
Bino's killing the flip now.
There's still times where I get mixed up in my brain and
it's a much of a bigger controller than the Nintendo.
I think the problem is
when you say motion control, you're not controlling him left and right. You're literally just doing that by moving the controller.
I'm leaning the controller and it is steering the character.
Interesting.
I think the problem is Bino learned how to steer and do that well, but
I don't know if it's good or bad that I can't tell sometimes
which way your turn when it's reversed, which way your controller's turned.
Probably because my normal play is so terrible.
Whoop.
Oh, I thought I was going to make it there. Ow! Oh, come on, man. You're breaking in a race here. Okay, now we're just flying here.
Way up on me here.
Now I'm riding normal, which is nice. Yeah, now I'm learning. But I still...
What's your history with Mario Kart?
Every time I transition, it
I've very little history with Mario Kart. I played a lot of the very first one, but I think only on emulators because I never had it for my Nintendo.
Oh, there you go. I asked you the question.
For Nintendo one you mean?
I never had a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So that's what the first one came out on, that's why. But I played a lot on emulators, and then after that I basically went dark for a long direction there, but... Oh dear, that's gonna hurt.
So on emulators, like, were you using your keyboard?
Then? Yeah.
Were you actually... Oh, wow.
That's probably my university days. Come on, Griebs and stuff. Get over there. Go, jump.
Ooh, ooh. So was that the only one you played until this? Nice.
Basically, this is stressful to watch.
So for after Baby Park, that first one we had, every other track only has one reverse controller lap.
There were much more complex turns and stuff like that required, so...
Yep. So, after round 2, Griebs is up 2 races to none.
Very disappointed with my performance here.
Griebs, looks like you want to say something.
I was gonna say, I don't know where I say it in the actual races, but at one point I tell Cook that I used to play with the Nintendo controller backwards like that, the NES. Sometimes if I would play Mario Brothers that way, so I was pretty familiar with holding it backwards and upside down, so I felt pretty comfortable with it.
Was that on your DAW's computer?
No, it was on my NES.
Why would you play with the controller backwards on purpose?
I don't know. I don't know if I was adding a challenge to myself or if I just wanted to try a different grip, but it worked for me.
You knew that you would need it in the YouTube video series in 2021.
Yeah, that's the one thing I went back in time to tell myself about.
All right, let's go. Round 3.
I like your verses. I have played through this game completely.
Thank you.
I didn't like 100% or anything, but I played through it.
I think this is like one of the better Mario Karts that... I like the Super Nintendo one a lot. Ooh.
Oh, this has no barriers. I'll be careful here. That was cruel of you. That was cruel of you.
Man.
Bino, you're reversed at this point, right? Don't break.
No, this is for normal.
Bold of you.
I don't really break in any racing game, actually. This is true. I don't really press the brake button. That's why I don't like racing games, or do all of them.
What's your favorite Mario Kart item?
I had trouble answering that question.
I think I had to ask it like 5 times.
That's a good question.
I'm also concentrating for the record, so come on.
Got something going on here.
I thought you were good at multitasking.
A friend of mine's got me doing this challenge. I can't really... Look at that, he even got a big speed boost on this one. I did switch. For
the thing that I mentioned when Cook asked me that question, because we missed it because it didn't get recorded, was...
I think that Bino is a better Mario Kart player than I am.
Hold on.
I think that sucked.
Oh.
But I think that my control... I did not press that. Oh, I did. My left finger got in there. Shoot. I just used up all my power-ups. But I think my controller hack is gonna help me take this challenge from him.
And your experience
with
controller hack.
Reverse because you were just flipping it upside down and backwards.
At all. Okay, switching back. I thought that was a significant upgrade.
Still haven't answered the question. Favorite Mario Kart item?
That's a tough question. I'd like to go head-to-head against Bino normally. Oh, see how that goes. Lightning obviously is a fun one because everyone else is shrunk. The red shell is.
You want
nice
to see that?
General
leave a comment
item.
below.
It's not like you're in last place and being elastic back to the beginning. Rubber banded, sorry. Now the Switch game can be included in the Olympics. Certainly, when you get a green shell and you hit someone, that's a nice feeling because it has no.
Yes. Oh yeah,
I
that's
do
pretty
appreciate
satisfying.
that. I find the turbos. I don't. You have to really know the maps well to use the turbo properly, with the mushroom. And the banana peels are not
so terrible.
I don't know. I kind of like the 5 banana peel.
So what were we gonna say about your favorite item, Bino?
Oh yeah, well, doesn't really feel good saying it right now, but I was saying to Cook in the game while we recorded this that I didn't really get much use out of items because I was always in first place. But very clearly from my driving here, that's a bullshit story that I can't substantiate with driving to back that up.
There you go.
I definitely, as I was saying at the very end, I do like when you get 3 or 5 bananas and you just go put them all in a row, just to create a little wall.
It's fun. All right. Griebs is up 3-zip here. Let's roll in with the next one. Final round, final lap.
Cue the comeback.
No, there is no chance in hell here that
I really think
enough time on this last one.
Your controller flipping Griebs was a revelation. And I think Bino's motion control hurt him a lot.
A lot. But
well,
I didn't do myself any
pro controller as well, driving.
Sorry,
was that what I felt that if I had my pro controller as well?
Like, why did I think it's a setting.
Controls? There we go.
I think it's a setting.
So do you normally play motion controls, Bino, or how did that get turned on?
Never. I didn't even know it was a thing till I figured out why the hell my controller. And at that point in time,
when I played this originally,
didn't even think to go to my menu to turn it off.
When I first played this map. But since then,
so
I played a lot
nothing
of
to you.
New Horizons or whatever it's called. Okay, here we go. Right?
Yep.
Let go of that transition. That was it was like I'm gonna save all my boosts. Almost exact same laps.
Yep.
Interesting.
See, I'm getting the hang of this.
What's the deal with that strategy?
Say again?
Why that strategy, saving all the boosts for the final lap?
Because I feel that I would just ruin them with this and smash into things. It's like... Well, I feel somewhat confident with this driving. And you can see, I think I've probably picked it up a lot better since my first baby lap.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Like
I said, I can't tell the difference.
Oh, sorry, I did switch it just in case you need to see it.
No, I know. I know you did. I saw it.
Okay. Transition's the worst. Switch. Boost.
Ooh, a booster in the transition could be worth it.
Really nice if I
Oh,
can
this is the last lap, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you're on the last lap, I think.
No, I won't be able to. I'm gonna do that before.
Maybe you will, because I hit the frickin' side of the start line.
There we go. We're good.
Yeah, and I'm salty about this.
Let's kill this one.
I can tell.
You should be salty about the other one.
I'm salty about Griebs having an easier time than me, but my driving is so very obviously very poor.
213,
nice.
536. What was your creative reasoning behind flipping Bino's view, out of curiosity?
I probably should have flipped yours initially, but I had started one way and then I didn't want to do it the other way.
Why did you flip into them? Can you just put them...
No, it looked weird.
Okay.
So, Griebs took all 4 races in there and was up 4-0 and took this task. So he's up 2-zip.
It was on time.
Was it a cumulative time thing or just a race versus race count?
No, it was cumulative time. I'll give you the cumulative times, but so the first race, Baby Park, Griebs did it in 1:47. Bino was at 3 minutes 1 second. That was pretty much the killer right there. It was tough to come back from that. It was really just that that moment where you were trying to figure out what was happening. That really
I had no idea why my character wasn't moving at all because the directional thumbstick was doing literally nothing because every movement my thumb would make, I would cancel out with the motion controls.
Do you not have buttons for acceleration and stuff?
Yeah, I'm surprised here also.
Yeah, well, I was driving right into the wall, so nothing was happening.
For Cheeseland, Griebs is at 304 and Bino is at 324.
That's close.
Wild Woods was 232 for Griebs and 304 for Bino. Animal Crossing was 214 for Griebs and 239 for Bino. Overall, Griebs is up, or actually, overall, Griebs is at 936 and Bino is at 1209. Difference of 2 minutes, 33 seconds.
Over 4 races, that's a lot.
Yep. That strategy that Griebs had was killer. But that did it. That wraps it up.
So Bino, you'll always have Forza.
Yep.
The real racing game. So if you want to see Griebs and Bino go head to head in a legit Mario Kart competition, leave a comment below. Let us know.
All we need is one comment. Lately, I got to give a shout out to our commenter. I got to look it up here so I don't get her name wrong. I think it's Daniela. Did I get that right?
I believe so.
Yeah, thanks for commenting. It really
is Danielle
gives us a morale boost.
We appreciate it a lot. It's fun.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for participating.
And if you feel like Bino was robbed in either of these contests, please leave a comment below.
So if there are absolutely no comments below, we'll know. It's not robbed at all.
Otherwise, we'll see you in the next and final video. Thanks for joining. Everyone have a good night.
Later.
Later.